I had another show in mind for today. I really did. But apparently this is going to take precedence. In the kids playing paintball videos, I keep on seeing one thing repeated over and over and over again, and it goes something like this. Well, they signed a waiver form, and their mom and dad signed the waiver form, so they should know exactly what they're getting into. I mean, what they expect? I mean, they're going to get shot 40, 50 times by me, and if they can't take it, they shouldn't be on the field at all. The laws of physics will not let me slap you through the monitor. On one hand, I understand the sentiment. What you're basically saying is that there should be a maturity level to understand that dumb things happen. I get that. On the other hand, what I'm hearing you say is, oh, you signed a waiver? Oh, I'm not accountable for anything that happens anymore. You signed a waiver. And this is why this video is so difficult for me to make, because I have been trying to fit 2 gallons of anger into a soda can. And I keep going off on tangents about this, that, and the other thing, but let's just cut to the chase on this. I do not feel that paintball has really evolved in the past 15 years. Now, people are going to argue me on this one. They're going to say, oh, well, the tech has gotten better, this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but socially speaking, in the Western world, we seem to have this fallacy that what happens in the sporting arena stays in the sporting arena, that nobody's accountable for what happens on the field of play because, hey, that's just sports, you know? If you knock somebody over and you break their neck or something like that, that just happens. This is part of sports, right? That's not the case, and I can point at dozens and dozens of lawsuits that can prove me right. And what I'm finding in paintball is that people, they'll walk onto the field and they're just going to ignore the fact that the guy on the other side of the field is actually a guy. They signed a waiver, it doesn't matter. Compound that with several people who I've met who will not have fun on the day unless they make somebody so angry, so pissed off, that they pack up their gear and they leave. That's the only way this guy can get his rocks off. And those are the people who I would love to introduce to my pimp hand. One of the reasons that paintball is still stuck as a backyard hobbyist thing is because we have not accepted responsibility for our actions on the field. For what it's worth, tournament players don't even have to have any sort of a code of conduct. They can do whatever they want to. Well, unless it affects the league in some way, in which case they might step in. And on a recreational standpoint, okay, I know I'm going to hear some people say, well, in my field we have this, and my team has that, and we have this. Yes, that's not okay, you special little snowflake. But for the most part, there is no code of conduct on a paintball field, and if there is, it's not going to be enforced. Well, yeah, that guy's kind of being a and all, but he's bought 2 cases of paint today, so I think we're going to let him stay. The overall point that I'm trying to make here is that paintball needs to grow the hell up. Players need to understand that they actually are accountable for their actions on the field and off the field. And they need to also understand that, yeah, sure, the guy signed a waiver. That does not give you carte blanche permission to do whatever the hell you want to them. And if I have to actually bottom line this, and let me put it this way. In a court of law, if you do something so completely boneheaded that you cause somebody else to be permanently damaged for life, yeah, that waiver, out the window. And this is what I mean by the rage and the anger, because this has been this way for 15, 20 years, and quite frankly, I'm tired of this. I understand that the burnout rate in paintball is from 3 to 5 years. You ever really wonder why that is? I've got some theories on that, and this is one of them.